2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
What's going on, everybody? John Jake Gaming on the mic here, coming with one job and one job only. Trying to see if these Cincinnati Royals, man, can go ahead and get franchise history done here, one game away from winning it all. Our first one in franchise history. It's going to be a good one, so make sure you smash that like button. Hit subscribe if you happen to be brand new. And we'll go ahead now and get things tipped off and underway. And the Memphis Grizzlies, man, they won the tip-off, but that doesn't mean you're going to automatically win the game. Just got to make sure we go ahead, set a tone, and Michael Porter Jr. already playing some really tough defense, keeping Kawhi Leonard in front of him, forcing him to take a tough shot, and it's no good. Here comes the Royals, though. Quick, fast break. Let's go, baby. Josh Green throwing it down with some authority, man, and that's how we get the first points of this game. Valabidi with the rebound and the assist as we force, it looks like a, I don't know if we got a block or we somehow managed to get ourselves, one of those air balls, but Michael Porter Jr. going the other way with it, draws the foul on Kawhi Leonard. It's a pretty good start for us here already. We're already up 5-2, looking to extend that lead even further as we're looking for MPJ open in the corner, gets that one to go in. Bang! Foot was on the line though, so it only counts as 2 points, unfortunately, but we are forcing Memphis into some tough shots, and they haven't been able to make them yet, so we're doing a really good job on defense to start things out. Biggest question is, though, can we keep it going as we get it out to Tyrese Halliburton? He tries the mid-range or danger. That's no good. But Ron Valabidi does get the rebound, though. And we double up on the Grizzlies, already up 12-6 as they try to go into their main scorer, Kawhi Leonard, but cannot get that one to go. Get it inside to Josh Green. He's able to finish in the inside, though. And it's still a good start for Cincinnati. Still holding on to a 6-point lead as we try to double team Kawhi Leonard. Still trying to get it inside, though. And Jaren Jackson Jr. gets the rebound. So Memphis trying to fight back here. Only a 4-point game all of a sudden. Kawhi one-on-one with Henrik Stevenson. But Kawhi is able to get past him, and it's an easy mid-ranger danger. And just a 2-point game here. Minnesota could potentially tie or go ahead and take the lead here, depending on how things go down. As Stevenson's trying to play some good defense, but gets it to Bogdanovic on the inside, and Malik Beasley has to go ahead and foul from here on out. 18-16 game is now. We're still trying to hang on to this lead. A little bit more of a defensive matchup that we've seen in the past. Cincinnati usually goes off to these really great starts, and we haven't really been able to do that necessarily, at least not yet. But still plenty of basketball to play nonetheless, as it's still a 4-point game. Bogdanovic trying to take it to the inside, getting some nice moves in, but cannot finish. Had it right on the rim, but can't get it there, unfortunately. So, Henrik Stevenson's able to finish on the other end, and it's been a really exciting first quarter, though, all things considered. Just got to go ahead and make sure we continue to take care of business. Game 6, we do finish pretty well. We're up 26-19. Let's go ahead and see if we can continue to take care of business here in that second quarter. So let's go, man. Second quarter now officially underway. Let's see if we can keep it going here as Tyrese Halliburton gets right to the rim and fillets it in there. Nice little finger roll to get that one to go in. The first bucket of the second quarter going to Cincinnati, but we also have the first turnover of this quarter as well, as Terry Rozier actually steals the ball from Derrick Jones Jr., who makes his first appearance in this game. Game number 6 here, the NBA Finals, as this Minnesota Grizzly team desperately trying to win at home one more time this season for the home faithful, as Blake Griffin reverse slams in midair. Look at this. He didn't even need to do it. You didn't even need to do that, big guy. but he did it anyways, and he is one bad man, even in Blake Griffin's aging, status in the NBA. As Memphis goes the other way and gets a bucket to go, trying to keep it within range, but right now it's a double-digit deficit that Memphis is facing. Kawhi Leonard, though, able to fake out the defender and gets to the inside to cut it back down to 10 points as Kawhi going to take a shot on the right corner, but can't finish though. And PJ, though, gonna pull from a couple of feet beyond the 3-point line and sinks it in. So a 40-27 game here. We are rocking and rolling here. 13-point game as Josh Green gets himself another turnover. Pulling up from free though, bang! 43-27. And taking care of business still here as Kawhi Leonard trying to get another jumper to go. That's no good. As Tyrese looking around, trying to get it inside. But that's no good though. Turning it over. And that's one thing that we really struggled with in game one. That's also a reason why Memphis won a couple of games. We have been a little sloppy with the ball at times, but when we force some turnovers of our own, we certainly do a fantastic job of, turning that into transition points. And that's one reason why we have such a big lead right now as Kawhi tries to take on the T for the defense but can't finish. Josh Green, though, getting it to the inside to Grant Williams. But then we back it out, force the double team. Tyrese Halliburton open, though, and that's an easy mid-range jumper for him to make when nobody's guarding him like that. Like, you can double team Ron Valabidi all you want, but you can't, double team off most of these guys on the floor. Most of them have the ability to shoot the ball really well. As Malik Beasley, he's also wide open, but he misses, though. But Bogdanovich trying to, seal off Ron Valabidi. That's barbecue chicken there, and he's able to draw the free throws because of it. As now it's 57-35 as they try something a little bit different, trying to do an alley-oop. Valabidi pulling up from the mid-range, though. He, on his way to a triple-double potentially, already with 8 points, 9 boards, and 5 assists already as they try for another alley-oop, and they can't get it done. 8, 9, and 5 performance for Valabidi as Jaren Jackson Jr. gets a foul called on him, man. And we do end up making both free throws. Is now 63-37 now. Kawhi Leonard pulling up from 3-point range. That's no good. Jaren Jackson Jr. trying to get those second chance points. Can't finish. And Terry Rozier on this guy? Baby work. Look at him just dusting off the shoulder. No worries from this kid as we continue to pound the Memphis Grizzlies on the inside. They simply haven't really came up with an answer. Like, first quarter has been close, but at the same time, though, it's one of those things where our offense is certainly heated up, and the other team hasn't been able to do much about it, as Valabidi gets another rebound again, and the rebound number 11 going to be one of the last buckets here of the first half, and it's been a dominating performance for us. You want to talk about a team that is determined to win its first NBA championship? It's the Cincinnati Royals squad right here, up 69-37, shooting 68% from the floor. Ron Valabidi leading the way, though. 14 points, 11 boards, 6 assists. And because of that, we are only 1/2 away from claiming our first NBA championship. Let's see if we can hold on as Michael Porter Jr. trying to pull from deep. Like, I'm talking about from the next county. He missed, though, but Ron Valabidi got the rebound, gets the and one as well. And just Memphis Grizzlies have not had an answer for Valabidi's inside presence. And it's a 72-37 game here. Memphis just looking lost on offense as they have another miss. Valabidi going the other way. This time, pulling from 3-point range. He had the space to work with. He still has to work on that 3-point jumper just a little bit. But Valabidi, though, doing a fantastic job. It's 76-39 now. Is Halliburton trying to get it out on the inside. But backs it out a little bit. Looking for Michael Porter Jr. get open. That's no good. Blake Griffin on the inside with Brandon Clark. And Blake Griffin maybe not have the athleticism that he used to have. But that being said, though, we do, got a nice little thing going on here. 80-41 ball game as Graham trying to pull up from the mid-range jumper. That's good, making it an 84-47 ball game. Memphis trying to get themselves back into this thing as Graham tries to lay it up, but gets rejected though. Another block. Derek Jones trying to go the other way, but Josh Green getting the rebound on the inside and drawing a foul himself. He's going to go ahead and take a couple of free throws himself, and does make both of those free throws. Josh Green, it's like Ray Allen back in those earlier 2Ks when it comes to the free throw line. If you miss with Ray Allen at the stripe, there's something wrong with you. That's how good Josh Green is from the free throw line, it seems like, as he's also able to go ahead and throw it down himself, giving him 15 points for the time being, as it's still a 40-point lead for Cincinnati. As now Green, with the green bean himself, now gets 18. He's feeling himself here from deep. 95-52 here as Bogdanovich tries to lay it up and surprisingly gets that one to go in. One of the few buckets that Memphis has been able to grab, but still, even then, it's been a tough going for the Memphis Grizzlies, man. They have had a really difficult time scoring the basketball, and it has continued well beyond the first quarter when even Cincinnati was having a little bit of struggles at first. As we get it inside again to Josh Green, who, look at the hops that Josh Green has here. It's just not natural. Video game like, I would say, and it's been phenomenal just seeing this team grow, particularly players that have been around since season 1. Josh Green has really turned into a very nice all-around player for sure. It's Grant Williams trying to back down the post, but backs it outward. And Henrik Stevenson surprisingly getting double team. Jeremy Grant, though, has a chance to get a three-pointer in. That's good. Remember, Jeremy Grant was a stretch 4 when we grabbed him. And, we saw a little bit of that right there, even though he's been mostly a rim runner for us. And we go into the third quarter. We have 1 quarter until we clinch the NBA championship. Let's see if we can coast through this one. 1 more quarter. Let's get it done, gents. So let's go ahead now and get this fourth quarter underway. See if we can go ahead and cruise into this one. I would love to see, maybe some guys that typically don't play, get into the game. But at the same time, though, Ron Valabidi, he does have the takeover badge turned on. But I guess shortly after, we did go ahead and sub him out. So now we got a couple of guys that usually don't get into the game. More notably, Manuel Mudiay and Jaleel Okafor. They're up in there now. Get them a little bit of playing experience. Guys that are supposed to be primary backups, but it's been a really competitive rotation that we've had over the course of season 3, and it just goes to show how talented this team was and why that we made it as far as we did. And even with a little bit of a scoring run that the Memphis Grizzlies are trying to go ahead and do, we're still up by 46 points. So there shouldn't be a way for us to blow this lead. I've seen some big leads in basketball, get blown, and then that team end up losing the game. So I'm trying not to relax just yet, but things are looking really good for us here right now, man. As we actually draw a foul using Emmanuel Mudiay, he gets the bucket to go still, and he does convert the and-one opportunity as well. So we're up 109-60. And this bucket right here that we could get, if we do convert on the fast break, this could make it a 50-point deficit, and now it's exactly that. A 51-point deficit in the NBA Finals. I don't know what happened to their offense, man. Memphis did not come with it today, and we're totally okay with that. As Stevenson, he's going to try to draw in as well. Gets it inside to Derek Jones Jr. He's blocked on the inside, though. Again, that's probably why that they're backups, but, it is what it is. We actually got a foul drawn on us. Emmanuel Mudiay, he's called for it. Again, That's why he's a bench guy, as we actually get Jeremy Grant's takeover badge turned on. So be interesting to see if we can get him involved on the perimeter, as Henrik Stevenson, he tries a 3-point jumper. That's no good, but Jahlil Okafor actually able to come in there and, you know, get the offensive rebound and get the putback bucket in. Not to mention just taking the fight out the squad in general, man. You know, we just sapped the will out of the Memphis Grizzlies during this series, and you know, that willpower being taken away really showed here in this game 6, man, as we're now within a couple of minutes from going ahead and claiming our first NBA championship. Now a 124-66 ball game is now going to go ahead now, see what they can go ahead and do. Trying to drive it on the inside, get to Sumner out in the corner. He can't finish, but Enes Kanter does get the rebound on Jahlil Okafor. You know, there's no bonus, but, you know, even with that, we're now down to less than a minute left. I'm sure it's building up as of right now. This team is absolutely excited. They have worked extremely hard, and to be able to do it with a handful of guys that were on the squad back in Season 1, able to come through and be part of a championship team just a few years later, as now we just go ahead now and dribble out the rest of the clock, and we officially did it. The Cincinnati Royals are your NBA champions. Franchise history achieved in the 3rd year of the inception of this franchise. All of the hard work, all of the tears, all of the sweat, all coming together here. Congratulations to the Cincinnati Royals squad, and it's been a fun series to do. First time that I've done a full NBA 2K series, and we end it on a high note here, getting that NBA championship. Thank you for enjoying this series. I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.